It's loading. Okay, cool. So we have part 1 and 2, questions 4, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to start this week, Brandon?
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, so our first question was part 1, question 4, and it said, what is Miller's ratchet and what does it relate to genetic load? And so I talked about asexual reproduction and how with asexual reproduction, you lose the wild type genotype and the population as a whole can decline because of this, because you're only having the one species alleles in the gene pool, whereas with sexual reproduction, you're having 2 species, and so you're having more of a gene pool, and so the wild type is more likely to be in the mix, and you're able to have those mutations better than if it's just one. That's kind of what I got.
Yeah, cool. That's kind of, I talked more about how it's related to sexual reproduction, and I talked about how it's, if you have like only so few of these mutations carried along, it is not energetically favorable to continue to propagate these mutations. And so like by default, they'll just drop off until, because like there's so few that are being used, it's not necessarily pertinent to the organism.
Yeah, perfect.
So, yeah. And then let's see here. The 4th question was on that one. I did not label them. Whoops. What was the 4th question on the
It's
second?
the fruit fly one. What evidence of the fruit fly experiment?
Yeah, okay. So the question says, what evidence did the fruit fly experiment produce that documented sperm competition? So this is super cool. So I wrote about how you see how much sperm is ejaculated when during mating in the presence of other flies, male flies, and in private. And so these flies would mate with a female fly in private, and then they'd immediately get dissected and they'd count the sperm. They'd have a sperm count, and then they'd mate them in the presence of another male fly and immediately dissect them, and there would just be like 3 times as much sperm count. And so that's the idea that they're like, if you increase the amount of sperm, you're hopefully increasing the amount of success in reproduction.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, just like how the competition created more sperm, and so overall it was more successful.
Which is crazy that flies do that.
I know, right?
That was
so
insane,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the when in the reading when it was talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna stop it.